I remade every mob into their exact opposite in Minecraft. A creeper usually destroys everything around it, so we're gonna make a plant creeper to grow things instead. First, we'll change that iconic creeper texture to look like tree bark. A little extra bits to the feet will make them look like roots. Copying the head, we can switch up the texture to be a treetop. This is the most fruitful creeper that has ever existed in Minecraft, and these plants look almost like earrings coming off of his head. If my calculations are correct, though, we need to make sure this creeper actually helps the world instead of destroys it. Now, this might not be the best idea, but I'm willing to put my own life on the line. I'm slowly getting closer to the creeper. He's exploding now, please. It worked! I didn't take any damage at all! And on top of that, it plants seedlings. These seedlings grow into massive trees. Deforestation is expanding exponentially. This forest is gonna be massive. Golems are fearsome village guardians, but what if they were cuddly instead? This cuddly golem needs to be rounded out so it's extra cuddly. Give those arms some elbows so it can give proper hugs. We'll make his face more friendly with some teddy bear ears and a little snout. Final touches, and look at this big cuddly golem. Let's start this experiment away from civilization first. Oh, but he does look cuddly. A massive big heart right on the chest is screaming at me, I love life. So far, so good. Hold on a second. Let me get some bones here. There you go. Hello, Junior. Oh, he's chasing the wolf down right away. And is he whacking or he's hugging? He's hugging. He's definitely hugging. He has to be hugging. Looks like a hug. It doesn't really look like a hug. I need to test out my creation to be certain. Sayonara to a couple of these. And let's see if this guy will hug me. Oh, he did! He did hug me! Let's turn this fiery blaze into an ice-cold blizzard. Make it icy colored, and instead of fire and smoke, there's gonna be snowflakes. I think he looks pretty chilly. And he looks good. Look at the pocket of snow delivered right below his feet. And as he moves around, he spreads that snow even further. It's getting chillier and chillier down here. Ooh. All right, Piggy, you're warm now, but hopefully not for long. And there it is. The snowballs are coming out. The piggy got knocked back from the snowballs. It's the ultimate snowball fight, except our pig, of course, cannot fight back. It's a one-sided snowball fight with this very chilly blizzard. Bonk, 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 bonk. Normally, we ride horses, but what if this horse was the rider instead? First, our horse needs a pillager to saddle. Let's have him walk around on all fours like so, and give him some tack to wear like a proper horse. Now we add the horse, put everything in position here and here. Now hold the reins, and we'll give the horse a lance for jousting. This horse is ready to ride. A jousting ring is gonna be perfect for this horse. An opposite horse. This is the first time I've ever seen anything like it. This opposite horse looks like it's straight out of a horror film. This is the most frightening legion there ever was. Let's find out just how strong these jousting horses are. Look at all of them corner around these vindicators. All of them charged at once. This is the scariest jousting ring. It's horses riding pillagers. That could be as opposite as it gets. What's the opposite of a piglin? A foxlin, of course. We'll put these floppy ears on top of its head, give it some foxy colors, a little shading to make the perfect foxlin look. Let's give it a little blue mask and gloves. And now our foxlin is ready to swipe all your stuff. Now that is a foxlin. This guy looks like an absolute bandit. Look at this sneaky foxlin getting up behind these villagers and stealing emeralds from them. Oh, he's not done yet, though. He goes back and steals another emerald. He's gonna leave this village absolutely broke in poverty. You poor man. Of course, there is a secret way to scare him off. I can just simply grab anything golden. If I pop this bad boy on, he instantly starts running in fear. Run, Foxland, run! If only I can toss this chest plate on these villagers. Unfortunately, it looks like I'll just have to run around this village endlessly. I've become a slave to my own creation. Let's put this squid on water and make it into a toadstool. Get rid of those extra legs and make the last two extra tall. Gotta be mushroom colored, of course. Add little spots and give it a face that's kind of creepy. And done. Kablamski. Look at this guy. Long legs. Stems, really. Ooh, look, there's some zombies trying to invade this cave. Oh, hold up, the toadstool's getting defensive. Look at that, tossing out explosive mushrooms. Those legs look crazy when they move. Here it comes, an explosion. Boom, took him down. There goes a mushroom toss, but it missed. Oh, blocked again. And And still a miss. There we go. There it is. Bam! Got him finally. Well, you just make yourself at home. Time to heat up this snow golem into a lava golem. First, we're gonna turn the head into a warped pumpkin. It'll need a stem up top and a warped color. Turn these snow blocks into lava blocks, and some blaze rods for the arms will be perfect. Looking hot. Look at this lava golem. Turned some snow into lava and made this place a brand new home. Oh, I better back up. He is spreading lava as he moves. Now, how deep is this lava? Oh, wait a second. That's anti-science. I wonder if he can attack something that's not in lava. Oh, it looks like he is. He can throw a lava fireball that actually inserts the lava as well as does damage. Oh my goodness, he's running to safety. He's trying to stop the burn. You can't stop the burn. We got a blaze as a blizzard and a snow golem as a lava golem. Things are getting freaky. Normally we shear sheep for wool, but what if the sheep did the shearing? Let's stand this sheep up on 2 feet so it can be a barber. Give this guy some stylish looking clothes, a little mustache perhaps, a little extra styling on that'll do, and he's ready to get to work. Our own little Minecraft city. Oh, and the barber shop. Isn't that convenient? Hello? Hey! It's our barber. Look, our first client. Of course, he does not know that you're supposed to sit in the seat, and our barber is approaching, saying hello and gave him a haircut. Looking sharp, buddy. The news spreads fast. We've got another client already. Let's see if our barber takes him on too. He does, and shears him down. Gonna have to leave this one a nice Yelp review. Instead of summoning things, this evoker will be deleting them as a deleter. Now, an evoker looks cool, but how about an alien suit? Add some alien features like antenna and give him a cool gun to do all of his deleting with. The typical alien antenna and the deleter name, this guy is sure to be deleted. And that beam blaster there is what he's gonna use. So let's just see exactly how fast he can delete. It looks like he's deciding if he wants to delete, and he does delete. Okay, he wasn't deciding much. There's nothing left here. How fast can he delete? There's a delete, 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 delete. Will he delete a pig? Delete! This deleter's deleting everything. Let's make this spider into a beautiful butterfly. Rework that body into a butterfly shape. Some curly, fuzzy antenna. Add in some starter wings. And boom! Splash on some color. Oh my word. This butterfly is beautiful. It's pollinating this little flower underneath and floating up, dropping small pollen particles, pollinating more and more and more. It's no surprise that spiders are one of the creepiest things in the entire world, but this beautiful butterfly is gonna bring a tear to my eyes. Look at how elegant it looks. All of Minecraft to explore, and yet the butterfly is making a small garden of flowers right here. I think every spider should be a butterfly in Minecraft. This opposite mob is gonna be bizarre. Villagers are always getting chased by zombies, so we'll make this villager into something even zombies will fear. He's just a regular guy with a huge mouth on his stomach, and his elbows and knees and hands, even the back of his head. He's so hungry. You find yourself approaching an abandoned village in Minecraft, don't enter it. It might be overtaken by man-eating villagers with mouths on the back of their head. Oh my word, you can actually see his eyes from the reverse side of his brain. Look at that! As midnight hits and zombies begin entering the village, these villagers do not get sleepy. Instead, they run around chasing down the zombies and eating them. You almost feel bad for these lifeless beings. I never thought a zombie would be tasty, but these opposite villagers beg to differ. I'm Google translating mobs 10,000 times and making whatever result we get. First, we've got cow. Translating soldier. Well, I guess with soldier, we could make Master Chief from Halo. Pull this head off and stand this piece of beef upright. Place on a base armor color. Add the Spartan Super Soldier armor texture. Build out this intake suit on the back. Now beef up these shoulder bits.
and beef up his legs. Then pull the armor all around this cow here, and we could just leave the visor wide open.
For a soldier, we definitely have to put him inside of a coliseum, and Master Chief is looking intense. Soldier, 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 soldier. We've got an entire army of Master Chiefs covered in Spartan steel from head to toe. But let's grab ourselves a couple Vindicators.
And they corner the Vindicators instantaneously. And each Spartan actually has the ability to do AoE damage. And now they're gonna wipe them down. And one Vindicator goes down right there. There goes another one. And the last Vindicator is holding on for dear life, but not for long because he just got wiped as well. An army of Master Chiefs, definitely not something you want to mess with. Let's try to translate something a little more dangerous, though.
Next, we've got a creeper here to translate. Debt? Okay, I guess we could just turn this creeper into Wilson Fisk, aka the Kingpin. Pull him apart first so we can balloon up his entire body. And the Kingpin has such a large body, his head is gonna sit nearly on his chest. Build him down like a massive bowling pin with some teeny tiny little legs. Then we can duplicate these feet over and over and over to make some muscular arms. Texture on his black suit, and we'll keep the creeper head on there in case we gotta blow this guy up.
And we have got the Kingpin himself.
But I'm glad we still got the creeper hands and the creeper face.
He definitely appears stronger than Master Chief, but he doesn't have the armor.
He's mainly just wearing a nice tuxedo.
Let's grab a mob that might try to steal from the Kingpin.
And let's just grab like 6 or 7.
He says, no way, no way, jumps into the air. Oh my word, actually smashes the ground, destroying our Coliseum. That was kind of insulting. Again, oh boy, wait a second. He almost nuked himself and then survived still. The Kingpin is having an adventure with the witches. There's only one witch still left, and but wait a second, was actually able to knock the Kingpin. It looks like even if you're a crime lord,
black magic can still come out on top. Let's see what else we can translate. Let's toss this squid in the translator.
Purple? Wait, we could make Purple from Rainbow Friends.
Pull the squid head off and then duplicate it to make Purple's body. Of course, texture him all the way purple.
Then use some of these tentacles to build Purple's super long arms.
Those massive eyes you'd see watching you from a vent.
And Purple has some really wide, flat feet,
but we can definitely just define the fingers and toes. I'm not sure if Purple's gonna be able to survive on land, so I brought Purple to the water.
Those arms are sticking out quite longly, and Purple actually does go right to the water.
If I place a bunch of Purple remakes over here, every single Purple instantaneously right to the water.
But we've also given Purple the ability to be able to grab mobs from land and bring them into the water.
Almost exactly like Purple would do inside of a vent.
Watch what happens as soon as Purple grabs the Vindicator off of land, passes it off to another Purple, and then boom, boom, sayonara, sucker.
A suffocating demise for all of the Vindicators. Let's try translating another land animal next.
Let's go ahead and see what happens if we translate a pig. Attempting employed? I don't know who would hire a piece of pork, but SpongeBob has a job, so let's make SpongeBob. We'll first grab this pig head and spread it wide, like the sponge. Then paste on the SpongeBob yellow, and we need a face. Bam! Pull off his torso so we can add SpongeBob's little white shirt, his brown pants, and his red tie. Couple of SpongeBob arms and his tiny twig legs, and then just his Krusty Krab hat to certify his employment.
We've got SpongeBob in Minecraft. He came in 2 at a time.
For some reason,
this sponge is the burger flipping master
with his official Krusty Krab uniform, which is apparently just a hat.
But we've built SpongeBob to defend the Krusty Krab at all costs. Instantaneously starts tossing burger. Wait a second, those aren't Krabby Patties. That's a pork potato sandwich. I think both of these Vindicators bam, and this last one right here is about to get knocked by a sort of food coma.
That amount of pork could easily wipe out a kidney. This SpongeBob is so poorly translated, I don't think Plankton wants his hands on this pork formula. Maybe being employed wasn't the best option.
What's gonna happen if we translate a skeleton? Let's see. Bone Boss. Actually, the Bone Boss skin from Fortnite could be perfect. Toss on the classic Bone Boss color to start, flatten out the skeleton skull, and stack them up on top of each other to build the layers to our Bone Boss head. And Bone Boss will have this tongue that always hangs way out. The olive toothpick has turned to bone here as well. Strap on the rib texture for now, then insert the Bone Boss belt.
We've got the Bone Boss in Minecraft. Gotta be honest, he looks pretty good at Fortnite.
The Bone Boss is even holding on to a bone crowbar. I don't know what limb you grabbed that from. Probably a femur or a shin or bicep, something.
What happens if you bring multiple bosses of bones?
Actually, looks like they might be waiting for orders.
Hello, Vindicators. They were waiting for orders.
All of the Bone Boss in Unity attacked. Wait, no, they didn't. The most unique approach of all. They built themselves onto a massive platform to get out of danger and then started throwing bones down. They decided to come back down to the Coliseum floor.
The platform works well as long as you stay on top of it.
But the Bone Boss is for sure at least a 6 out of 10.
Let's see if we can do something smarter and cuter.
If we translate a sheep, it should turn out pretty cute. Oh, liver? I guess let's remake this sheep into Jabba the Hutt, because he's kind of liver-like. Fatten up his brain, then fatten the body and plug it into his fat head. Now give him a slimy slug green texture and extend the slug a long ways out. Then pull back on the last couple pieces of sheep to make the boils on Jabba the Hutt.
I'm bringing this guy to the water because he might need to get washed off. Ooh, he looks gross. All of the liver and slimy green slug nature.
The sheep boils might be the only cute portion.
If I bring in one too many of these guys, ooh, it's getting a little stinky around here.
I'm gonna go ahead and just use my magic stick to wipe out some of this stink. Of course, we still gotta give him something neat to do. Just pop in a victim right here.
And Jabba the Hutt vomits wool right onto the Vindicator, wiping him out in one hit. Toss in one more Vindicator just to see the stomach acid smacking him down, melting him into the sand.
How did a sheep end up so ugly? Let's try the opposite. Grab something ugly, see if we can make it cute.
Let's try and do a spider next. Translating rat. It's still ugly, but we could make it cute by making Mickey Mouse. Pull this head off, then Mickey Mousify the classic face and the classic ears. Now for Mickey's body, just remove some extra spider legs. And we could actually just leave him crawling to keep that rat behavior, but add Mickey's red shorts. And plug the classic yellow shoes onto each leg.
And there is a Mickey Mouse rat. We've brought him into a stadium to protect him because even though we left his rat qualities, it's still Mickey. In the stadium, we could put a large amount of creepy Mickey Mouse fans. And they'll slither their way onto the field as well.
Our greatest secret is that Mickey Mouse might be the most dangerous model we've created thus far.
Vindicators see
Mickey Mouse and then whack him straight away, and as soon as they do, Mickey explodes. And when Mickey explodes, it damages the Vindicators around.
A sort of loving self-sacrifice of the rat mouse. Let's see if we can get something a little more destructive though.
Next up, let's translate a wolf. Poorly translating bad Santa? We could turn this wolf into Krampus, the beast of Christmas. First, we'll stand the wolf upright, then we need to turn the usual Minecraft wolf into a beastly werewolf. So extend this tail way out and build on extra long fingernails, texture some beastly skin, and then Krampus in Legend has some extremely long horns.
We've got Krampus inside Minecraft, the absolute worst influence on Christmas ever. This translation is bad, as the name says. And Krampus is actually dropping cookies to try and confuse anybody that might be tempted to have themselves a little munch. If you've been bad this year, Krampus might visit you. And just to find out what'll happen if he does, let's pull in these husks. Right around Christmas, Krampus is gonna spot all the bad. kids. And he's gonna lure them down with some cookies, pull them in, and then whack them. No presents for you, buddy. Which means if you want some presents, make sure to listen to your parents. Otherwise, Krampus over here is gonna come and get you. Also, don't eat any cookies you find on the ground. Let's leave the holidays alone for a second, though.
What about if we translate an Enderman? Translating footballer? Huh? Let's turn this Enderman into a football player from Mario. How about Charging Chuck? Pull off these teeny arms and teeny legs, fatten up this chest so it can be huge. Plug in some classic blue shoulder pads and some football pads on Charging Chuck's legs too. Then I'll attach the football cleats, and a burly Koopa is gonna have an interesting face, okay? Now his helmet and his face guard to match. Oh, and we definitely have to add the other limbs.
And we have got Charging Chuck. This beefy Koopa is geared up and ready to rock. What happens if we pop in an entire football squad? I really would not like to be this Vindicator right now. They instantly circle around this Vindicator and they're throwing ender pearls at him instead of footballs, which makes complete sense. But these ender pearls are actually doing significant damage, and that Vindicator did not last long. Let's make an entire football team full of Vindicators. 2 football teams battling it out on the soccer field. And these Enderman footballers not only appear beefier, but also it looks like they're stronger. We definitely need to grab a villain that can stand up to some of these mobs, but before we do, let's see what happens if we translate the tiniest mob of all.
How about we translate the Minecraft chicken? What is this gonna be? Plants? I'll turn this chicken into Swamp Thing. First, we have to make this chicken a whole lot bigger, add some muscles on the arms, then color it a swampy green color. And then we gotta texture it far more plant-like, maybe even toss in a flower or two. It's kinda cute. And then we've gotta grow all this plant swamp over Swamp Thing's face as well.
We've got the Swamp Thing in the swamp in Minecraft. Slimy, overgrown, flowery. Maybe Swamp Thing has a girlfriend. Compared to the terrain behind him, he looks a little bit brighter. The only indicator to show his dissatisfaction with the universe is that massive, massive, massive frown. But I think we could turn Swamp Thing into a good guy, given that we're gonna bring in a real villain. Swamp Thing might be our biggest defense because the golems always are extremely strong. On top of that, Swamp Thing will spawn in some extra plants to fight as well. And look at the damage, absolutely annihilating every single Vindicator. This could very well be the difference maker that we're always looking for. But we need a boss to put him to the test. What'll happen if we translate a zombie? Translating cells? Ooh, we could actually make the legendary Pokemon Zygarde. Let's start with his legs, pull this off, and beef it up. And we can build this complete form to bring out the Zygarde cores and cells. Balloon up this zombie torso to build a massive chest. Then build the location for Zygarde's head here. Add a few more green cells. Zygarde's complete form also has a super long tail and 2 wings coming off of each shoulder for 4 wings total. And Zygarde is looking as legendary as ever. All 4 wings, blue on the right, red on the left. Still the long tail remains all the way down, and actually quite intimidating. I mean, if we just simply compare Mickey to Zygarde, ooh boy, that difference looks extremely obvious. Mickey Mouse may try to get a hit off. Oh boy, Mickey got whacked, disappeared for a second, tried to go after Zygarde, but got removed again. Mickey Mouse is not giving up though. Unfortunately, Zygarde instantly knocks Mickey out. It's a good thing we've got a few more mobs. We've got ourselves Master Chief, the Kingpin himself. Purple, not hiding in a vent, and also not near water. SpongeBob with the Krabby Patty formula. The Bone Boss from Fortnite. Jabba the Hutt, a football player. Krampus, who's about to steal every present Zygarde has ever hoped to receive. And we've also got the Swamp Thing. And they are taking smacks at Zygarde. They've got him down to 70% health. Oh, this could go quickly. But the cells of Zygarde have been knocked off, and he actually drops down to his 50% form. Zygarde is spawning in mobs that will help him out. You can see them, and it may be his victory. Unfortunately, though, it might not happen in time. Zygarde is down to 25% health. Nearly every single model is standing. The footballer goes down. Krampus nearly goes down, but manages to survive. But not for too long. Krampus takes another hit. Jabba the Hutt vomiting as aggressively as possible, but not enough as they both go down. The only model left is Bone Boss, hiding behind the Coliseum sand. Bone Boss decides to step out onto a platform to start fighting back onto the platform. Bone Boss trying to get the last few whacks out of Zygarde. Is this going to work? Actually builds a platform right on top of him. Zygarde might not be able to survive. Down to one hit. This is it right here, folks. And bam, bam, bam. This is insane. Bone Boss gets the last hit, and there it is. Poorly translated ourselves to a victory. I combined mobs in Minecraft to make brand new mobs.
Let's take this pillager and this cow and remake them into a minotaur.
Just gonna borrow your head for a minute, buddy. Give this guy the buffest body around. Look at the size of those arms. Some giant horns on top of that bull head. Even minotaurs still need clothes. Some hooved feet for stomping around, and he's ready to go. We have got our two-legged minotaur with some massive beefy horns. All known evidence shows that a minotaur is good for smashing things. Let me just see if this minotaur is capable of smashing things that are alive. Oh, yes, it looks like he's oh my goodness. Oh, very much so can smash. Oh, but he can't jump because he's under the tree. Can he survive, though? Oh, my goodness. I definitely didn't make him strong enough. Those husks just killed our minotaur. We're gonna need to combine something else that can take care of these guys. Combining this blaze and this chicken will make us a phoenix. Just gonna take this beak here, move a few of these bits, take this wing here. We'll keep the blaze head and make it the phoenix's head with a new beak. Add on a body with some big flame-colored feathers, some feet, super big, super bright, and ready to take flight. Let's plop this phoenix down underneath this delicious-looking tree. Woo-hoo! Now that is one flaming bird. That wingspan looks immaculate, though. I'm very tempted to go and pet it. More importantly, we need to take care of these guys that took down our minotaur. Oh, our phoenix is actually getting one step ahead of us, flying over the top and blasting fireballs down beneath. Now, I have a feeling this husk is about to go sayonara. Ooh, there it goes. What if we bring in something a little bit stronger? Oh, there they go. They're firing back up at the phoenix. They're all taking damage, though, standing right below. The crossbows are landing onto our phoenix, though. Down goes quite a few of those piglins, though. Just one guy left with the crossbow, and yikes, down he goes as well. This phoenix is a beefy bird. Cross a horse with a dolphin, and we get a hippopotamus. Let's see. Dolphin head plus horse mouth. No need for that neck. That dolphin body will be better for water, but we need those strong horse legs. A jaw fit for crushing watermelons with ease. A little recolor, and cover it in mud, of course. Some toes, some teeth. Look at this fabulous water horse. Now, these guys love the water, so let's get over here and place down our cute hippopotamus. Don't you just want to go and give him a hug? I did say these guys are good for squishing melons, though. Woohoo! Oh, and he loves it. He's having a blast. Oh, my goodness gracious. He's the melon connoisseur. Woo, that is one happy hippo. He's literally floating in happiness. The one thing this hippo's missing is some good, solid friendship, though. That's better. Oh, he looks angry. Why does he look angry? Oh, what was that? Oh, my goodness. No, my cow. What are you doing? No, not another cow. This hippo is hostile. No wonder they're always alone at the zoo. Let's combine an Enderman and a creeper to make a black hole. We'll switch out these heads, and instead of a body, we'll make a big swirl of blocks into a black hole in its center. A few creeper blocks for a splash of color. I don't think getting near this guy is a very good idea. I'm gonna need some open space because we could be delving into some dangerous territory. A literal black hole in hand. Pah! Ooh, they say light travels around black holes and whatnot, so I've reversed the essence of gravitational theory and been able to do the light contractions and detractions to make sure we can actually see what's going on here. Now, as our black hole enters the galaxy, we can see it begin consuming things and growing and growing. And if mobs get nearby the black hole, they will keep getting sucked into it. Look at all of those husks getting sucked in. If any astronaut ever lands on some foreign planet and all they see is leftover meat, then we'll know what happened.
If we take this phantom and add a salmon, we can make a manta ray. These wings will need a little shaping to look right. Replace the phantom head, we need some fish DNA instead. 2 fish heads can make the mouth shape. Now let's get those colors right. A little bit of a wavy pattern. Look at those eyes. And perfect that pointy tail to finish. Find ourselves some peace and quiet over here near the water, and our manta ray has disappeared. Our manta ray has joined us. We can build our very own aquarium with this cute fella. I'll name you Georgina. Here's some friends, Georgina. And we'll bring in some tropical fish to make it a fully equipped aquarium.
This has got to be my most peaceful experiment ever. Let's spice it up a bit by bringing in some drowns.
Oh my goodness gracious! Woo, the manta ray are communicating and they're attacking the same mobs. Look at all of them going after that drowned and then that drowned and then that drowned.
Oh my goodness, this is not the aquarium you want to get stuck in, that's for sure. Those are some very, very protective manta rays.
Let's combine this pillager and a horse to make a centaur. No need for those legs, buddy. You're gonna be a horse. Slide on over that horse body to our pillager. We'll take the horse mane and give this guy a cool mohawk, plus some rockin' abs. Then we'll give him a bow and arrow as the perfect weapon for this new centaur. And that, my friends, is a real centaur.
Let's get that bow to good use, though.
Our centaur is actually firing off multiple arrows at once. Unfortunately, a lot of them are missing. There's hardly any arrows landing on any husks at all. Aren't you centaurs supposed to have a bunch of history with bows and running and things like that? Oh, and now you're gone. Okay, let's just say that did not go as expected. I had just a tad bit more hope for that guy. 1 part undead zombie, 1 part bat equals a vampire. Let's give this zombie some wings. Add a pair of pointy ears with his super pale complexion. Every vampire needs a wicked set of fangs, a slick hairdo, some fancy duds. He's so cool, it's scary. We absolutely need a haunted castle for our vampire.
There he is.
Oh, he actually looks a little small. It looks like he's probably removed everybody that used to live here.
Let's see what happens if somebody tries to move in, like this guy. Oh my goodness, oh, he's getting near the organ. Don't let him get near the organ.
He sucked his blood. He sucked his blood right out.
He's gonna suck his blood again. That's 4 times. Stay away from the organ. Oh, yikes. I'm gonna get out before he tries to suck my blood too.
We've got a vampire, so let's combine a villager and a wolf to make a werewolf. I'll just need your head, Mr. Wolf. Put it on the villager here. We can combine their torsos to make this werewolf extra strong. Look at the muscles on these arms. Now stretch out that muzzle and add some impressive chompers and a pair of shorts, since he's technically still human too. By all known accounts, this werewolf should exactly resemble a villager. We'll see if this werewolf can mesh with all the other townsfolk. So far, it looks like he's communicating just fine. And at first glance, there's no way to tell that anything is wrong with our werewolf here. Of course that is, unless I provoke him. Yep, there he is, his true form. And now that he's been exposed, he's going right for the villager. And he's turned the villager into another werewolf. There's 4 werewolves now taking over this village. There's a whole horde of werewolves. And these guys are hungry. We gotta let them feed. Those claws look so sharp. That werewolf got insanely big, insanely fast. This goat and this ocelot can be combined to make the mythical beast, the Chimera. We'll need both their heads, but this ocelot needs to be a lion. Make it way bigger and give it a mane before making it more lion-esque. Then we'll combine these 2, split down the middle, 1 half lion, 1 half goat. And a Chimera has 1 more part to complete, a snake for a tail. Let's add that long serpentine body and top it off with a snake head ready to strike. We've still got some fire burning from our phoenix, but that's okay. We've got our multi-headed Chimera. The tiny little head compared to that massive mane and those goatly horns. Our Chimera can assume any form that it wishes. It's gonna go after this piglin. It notices the piglin, it prepares and charges as the goat. Multiple piglins here, another charge comes in and knocks that piglin into the air. Our Chimera is being cornered. backing away, and lets loose a lion roar to do damage to every piglin in sight. Another roar, another charge, and the snake is dealing poison damage over time to every piglin they go after. This Chimera just knocked all of those piglins with ease. This could be the strongest combination so far. Let's combine this iron golem with a blaze to make a furnace bot. Pluck off some blaze rods for its head, make those eyes super big. Now we'll turn the torso into a giant furnace, add a few pipes for smoke and fuel, a sensor on the chest to tell us everything is running smoothly, some short little legs to get him around. This bot is ready to get to work. One massive mine shaft, head all the way down, and this is where our furnace bot belongs. Let me go grab a little bit of this, and a little bit of this, and a little bit of that. Now do my bidding. Where did it go? There it is. No, it's not. There it is, there it is, there it is. Burn! Smelled my iron! It doesn't smell raw iron. Our furnace bot is one step ahead. I need to get the iron ore, and then it turns the iron ore into raw iron. Unfortunately, the heavy lifting I'm gonna have to do all on my own. Maybe he's good for defending us, though. Super beefy, super stiff, super flaming, can burn up anything that dares to come nearby, except raw iron, of course. Now I want to take a zombie, a drowned, a husk, a skeleton, a wither, and see what happens when we combine them all. I want to use all their heads. We'll use the skeleton's torso for the main body with some massive ribs to support all the weight of those heads. Then we'll grab 4 different arms from the husk, drowned, zombied, and withered. Those iconic zombie genes will be torn for the hips, and legs stolen from all the undead mobs to move this massive monster. 6 legs. And a proper grave arena is what we need for this big, massive, combo, ultra mega undead monster. This guy is huge. We do have all of our other guys here. We're gonna see if these guys can come out on top against that, which I highly doubt. They're trying, though. So far, they've got him backed up, but bones are falling from the sky. Everybody's taking damage, but they have got him down about 10% health so far. Oh no, we've lost nearly everybody already, though. In the heat of battle, our Chimera falls down in the back, and this ultra mega undead monster is just summoning hordes of hostile mobs behind. Good thing our Phoenix is able to stay out of danger so far. Those falling bones from the sky, though, are doing a lot of damage. This is not looking good. Maybe a third health gone on this ultra mega undead monster. Our centaur's getting absolutely pummeled back here, and down goes the centaur too. This is looking incredibly grim, folks. We've got our Phoenix against that. We can give him some credit, but there's not much left. The mobs are being summoned faster than our Phoenix can take them out. They've all ganged up on the Phoenix, and he has to land. His wings are tired. Our poor Phoenix. Our ultra mega undead boss is just taunting back here. No! Down goes our final hope. Ultra mega undead monster is the beefiest of all and lives to prove it. Despite taking everybody else down, I'd consider this my best creation ever. I remade more mobs realistic in Minecraft. Let's make this wolf look super realistic. A real wolf is way more than just boxes, so let's add some more shape to the head. And we'll do the same to the body, adding joints to those legs, and a way fluffier tail. Now instead of all white, we'll add some color to its fur, lots of shading and definition to get it just right, and let's not forget the details of the face. This wolf is already looking so much more real than a regular wolf. I mean, look at the fur on the side of his face. But everybody knows that wolves are pack animals. There's another buddy, and there's another. Oh my goodness gracious. Let's see what this pack can do against some husks. The little wolves are coming from down below, and the big wolf is fighting up above here, taking down husks left and right. This pack is annihilating, though these husks are fighting back. The little baby wolves aren't doing nearly as much damage, but the pack managed to wipe everything out. Well, I guess everything is better in threes, and definitely watch out if you find yourself facing off against a wolf pack. Now we'll see how realistic we can make this Enderman. Let's give this guy some more definition and some joints. I think it can walk on those legs, some grabby hands, and I think an Enderman would probably have a creepy alien-like face in real life. Let's toss this Enderman down right here, and kneecaps have joined Minecraft. Let's make sure that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 fingers. All right, 10 fingers and 2 toes. But an Enderman should be extremely magical, a mysterious being. If we wait patiently nearby, we might be able to see something take place, and we're watching it right before our eyes right now. Enderman is levitating this block of grass. Another block comes up and safely set down. What happens if this Enderman is threatened? The Enderman has picked up the grass block and used it to knock the husks around, then goes in to knock them itself. All right, little hands-on never hurt somebody. Oh my goodness, and another grass block up in the air, throwing it around. The husk is right there, and down goes that husk as well. Okay, levitating blocks is quite dangerous. I want to make sure I'm always out of the way when that happens. And to make sure I check my pockets on the way out to make sure this Enderman didn't levitate anything out of them. Let's turn the pillager into a pirate. Every pirate needs the perfect pirate hat and some fancy duds. Make sure he's got a pirate beard and some pistols. Look at that pirate's coat. So cool. A few finishing touches and this guy is ready to sail the Minecraft seas. Let's get ourselves to a small little shoreline here and bring in our pirate. Look at that little flintlock pistol. He looks ready to fire and he's pointing it at me. Give you something else over here. How about 2 husks to blast off? Looks like our pirate is chasing them down and fires his flintlock pistol. He might feel more comfortable in that water than on land. And 1 husk gets knocked and the husk chase him in. Fortunately, there's no pirate ship. I'll have to work on that for you next time. For now, I'm off to other business. How about we make this Vindicator into a lawyer? This lawyer is going to have a super sharp hairdo, a little work on those hands. Got to make sure he's got a fancy suit for court as well. Ah, now this is looking very official. A beautiful blue suit and those leather shoes. Maybe that's crocodile or horse or dragon, maybe dinosaur, whatever they make expensive stuff out of nowadays. Perhaps the most expensive thing about this guy is his slick back haircut. The cost of gelling that on a daily basis must be immense. Ooh, actually, you're a lawyer. I know the perfect thing for you to lawyer or solve. I don't know what they term it. There's a pirate on the loose over here pillaging these husks. It looks like our lawyer's getting involved, maybe speaking with these. Oh, and the lawyer has stopped the combat. Everybody has turned their own ways. It looks like it's off to the courtroom with you, pirate. Oh yes, it's finally time for justice to be served in Minecraft. Oh, it looks like our lawyer and pirate are already here. I guess I'm the late one. Hopefully I don't get charged with anything. And the lawyer is up to make his case. You've got to at least charge him with pillaging and also reckless use of that firearm. He pointed it at me. He's pointing it at me now. That's right. Double charge for you, pirate. I don't think this guy's gonna go peacefully, but I've got an idea. Let's give this warden a job as a prison warden. Let's start off giving this warden a more human shape. A little adjustment here. Make this smaller. Yes. Now we'll work on the uniform. No suit for this guy. He's on duty running the place. Give him a baton and he's ready. Huzzah! We've got our prison warden. Look at that massive baton. And he's already chasing after our pirate, who is nowhere to be seen. There he is. He's pointing it at the civilians. I think you might be taking the wrong person to prison. That's the lawyer. Oh, boy. Okay, finally we got the right guy. Our pirate is going to prison for good. Locked away forever. Let's go see if this pirate's sorry for his crimes. This looks like the right spot. Pretty secure. I don't think anybody's breaking out of this. And our pirate locked away for good. Unfortunately, our lawyer is suffering some collateral damage. Guess that's how it goes sometimes, though. Looks like this warden has it locked down pretty good, though. I think I can move on to more important tasks. We can make this chicken way more realistic. Turn all these blocks into a fluffy feather body. Give some splashes of color all over. Get that red comb and cute little eyes. Some proper chicken feet. And add the coloring to make the body body look like it's covered in feathers. After so much law and order, we could probably use a little light in this town. Look at this super cute chicken. It is already laying eggs. Oh, wow. Extremely quickly. How many eggs is that? 5 eggs? Oh my word, and there's another one right there already. Another 2 eggs. This is too many eggs. This isn't realistic at all. You look extremely busy. I'm gonna leave you to it. Well done. Lots of omelets, that's for sure. I'm getting a little tummy ache just thinking about it. Let's turn this Phantom into the Phantom of the Opera. No need for wings. Let's make a human body instead. He's going to need a suit and a mask on half of his face. What a broody looking face. Now we're looking slick. The official Phantom of the Opera. Ooh, actually quite scary. Sort of resembling Count Dracula. It's stressful just having this Phantom nearby. My goodness, you move quickly. You're already all the way over there. Look at this Phantom nearby these husks. This husk is trying to get closer. Curious about what's gonna happen. I'm telling you, it's pure stress. Debilitating, excruciating, deathly stress. We're gonna make this silverfish look realistic. Extend that body with some extra bits. Add a bunch of long, creepy legs. Silverfish have those kind of striped segments. A little color to the legs. And this little guy is ready to get crawling. We need to test this silverfish in a library. These things are known to be bookworms. Whew. Yep. That looks real and disgusting. Oh, his little whiskers are moving. Oh my goodness. It's looking at me. Don't look at me, you disgusting, filthy animal. Where is he going? What's he doing? Oh, he's eating the carpet. Gross. Oh no, there's another one over here. They're spreading like wildfire and eating the bookshelves. All of my books. My library's absolutely ruined, but it's realistically ruined. Let's turn this stray into a real stray. Shrink this body down and start adjusting some of the limbs. Add some ears and a tail. Now let's give this cat shape a little backpack and start adding some bright orange colors, some whiskers, and a cute kitty face. Our stray is looking good. So let's give him this little drone friend, B12. Now that is the perfect stray. Back here in front of our courthouse, we've got our stray. Rocking the drone on top, and the coloring makes him look almost like a lion. And we definitely know we've got a cat because I can lead it around with a laser pointer. I wonder if this stray could help us if we find ourselves in a little predicament. Let's see if the stray and I can get through a little puzzle. First off, we're gonna need the stray to join us up here on these boxes. But the boxes are a little too high for our stray. Maybe we can lead him around through the hole over here. Hey, I can jump around this side since I'm too big to go through the hole. There we go. Oh no, this wall's way too big for me. And just like that, our walls are down. And we've got a color order up here. Blue, red, green, orange. Can you jump, buddy? Blue? Ooh, he can. Get over here to red. There he goes. Green. And almost. You got it. And orange. Boom. The door is open. Great job, buddy. What do we have here? That's a lot of buttons. I don't see any clues. I guess when in doubt, just click every button. There you go. Bang. No. Oh, there we go. We got it. Great job, buddy. We're out of our puzzle. Now I know you could come in handy if I ever need you. We can definitely make this witch more realistic. We'll hunch that posture from our stirring cauldrons, make that nose extra hooked and warty, some creepy hands ready to snatch you up, and that messy hair and torn up robes. She may be more scary than realistic. You never do know what a witch can do, so it's best to bring them out into the woods here. Look at those fingers. And that nose. And everybody knows a real witch knows how to make potions. That's why I always keep a few of these gold ingots on me. In case of times like this, when I need to bargain for goods. What do you got for me, witch? Oh, that definitely reads illegal. Might as well drink it. Oh! Oh my goodness! Elevation, flotation. Oh no, I'm falling. I'm falling. I'm falling. Oh, I'm getting very dizzy. I'm very, very dizzy. Oh, but that was fun. Oh, but I'm so tempted. Oh no, I gotta stay focused on business. And in order to do that, I've got no choice but to lock you up. Mr. Warden, I've got another one for you. If you don't mind, I'll just bring it in here. You stay there, witch. Just make sure she doesn't provide any of those amazing potions to anybody. Those things are tasty. feisty. Let's make this Endermite super realistic. Endermites may not be real, but if they were, I'm thinking a bug-like body and legs, one big creepy eye, some tendrily feelers around the tail and face, and some shading and extra color for some stripes. Look at that alien-esque Endermite. Let's get to the top of the courthouse because this could possibly be my worst creation ever. Oh my goodness, that is worse than the silverfish. We give it a husk? It's gonna feed off of the husk. Watch this guy. Oh, it's sucking its blood right now. Oh my goodness, it got bigger too. Oh, yikes. Oh, it's going for the bigger husk. Oh my goodness, and it's getting bigger. Oh my goodness, it's even bigger. Yeah, this is not good. Oh, don't touch me. No, get away from me. I need to make sure we keep you away from anything you could eat. Hurry up, get in here as fast as possible. This cell over here, this is perfect. It's impossible for the Endermite to climb out of this cell. Learn to eat grass, you disgusting being. And I'm gonna be sure nobody ever comes to visit you, except for that warden. I remade new biomobs in Minecraft. Let's turn this cow into a camel. Camels are coming to Minecraft, so we've got a good idea what they need to look like. We'll elongate the neck here, make sure to add a hump to the back, splash on some color. Now we'll start adding details to the face and body. Lots of shading to get the look just right. Fix up that tail, and our camel is ready to rock. Look at this! We've got ourselves a mob zoo. The perfect place to bring our camel. And we even got ourselves a camel enclosure. Bring in a camel. Look at that hump. Legend says these things can fill an ocean. But a proper zoo would probably have multiple camels. 1, 2, 3, 4, and I believe our buddy Junior over here, 5. It looks like our wall is secure, and our zoo is starting off on good footing. But we can't build an entire zoo with one mob. We'll turn this salmon into a shark. You're gonna need a way bigger body, buddy. That means bigger fins all around too, and a bulkier head. Once we've got the shape right, we could start adding some color and details to get the look of our new shark mob. Can't forget those gills or the teeth. This could be interesting. I hope these guys stay in here. Let's put them down at the very bottom to start out with. One whole shark. I'm not sure if they live in packs or not, but let's bring in 1, 2 more. I believe we've got a solid viewing enclosure down here as well, so we can view these sharks from a safe distance. So far, these guys look like they're having a mighty good time. I think we need to spice things up just a tad. I don't know if husks can breathe in water, but there's 2 of them right there. And so far, they look like they're breathing water just fine. Let me see if I can get back to our enclosure. Oh, I don't think we're gonna have time, actually. The 3 sharks took them down quick. It turns out almost nearly exactly as I expected, in complete and utter destruction. A horse is perfect to make into a zebra. No need for all that tack. Give a little more definition to the legs to be more realistic, then we can get to some shading. We'll need a black and white mane, and then to cover the whole body in stripes. Are zebras black with white stripes or white with black stripes? Ah, here we are, the zebra enclosure. Let's toss down a zebra here. Oh my goodness. Absolutely majestic. These guys look amazing, though they still sort of look like horses. But the major difference between a zebra and a horse is that a zebra is able to hide because those stripes are basically camouflage. These husks here have absolutely no idea what they're dealing with. Check this out. The zebras within fighting distance, but absolute peace. Oh, except for a camel here that got out of its enclosure. All right, Bob, that's not what you're supposed to be doing. Let's turn this wolf into a monitor lizard. First, we'll work on making that wolf body shape into a big lizard. That means a nice long neck and tail, plus its legs are way lower to the ground, like that. Since it's a reptile, we'll need to shade it with pebbly lizard skin all over its body. And finally, give its feet some toes and sharp claws. This spot here looks perfect and dry enough for a few lizards. I don't know if these guys like to live together, so one there, and we'll put one over here on some dirt. Almost blended in perfectly. I don't know why for sure, but maybe they eat each other or something. Just to be completely safe, let me provide some sort of distraction for these lizards. And it turns out these lizards are hungry. 2 husks down and another husk down as well. Oh my goodness gracious. And Bob, what are you doing in the lizard enclosure? Can you please return to your Oh my goodness, Gerald! Did you tell Gerald how to get out of the enclosure? Let's turn this fox into a sloth. Sloths like to hang from trees, but we'll model this little buddy on the ground. Now we'll give it some long arms, perfect for hugging trees or people. Same thing for legs. Give it some color to its fur and some little claws for gripping trees and grabbing leaves. Look at that friendly little face. In my mind, I always thought these guys were sort of cute, but this sloth just looks like a crouching Demogorgon. There's a thick patch of fur coming down his back. He's sort of human-like, like that thing from Lord of the Rings. And to make it even more creepy, these sloths are rather slow. If I put some sort of threat over here, honestly, it takes a rather long time for him to even figure out that there is something nearby that could actually hurt him. I don't think we have to worry about this fella like we have to worry about Bob. He's not gonna break out of his enclosure anytime. Hey, there's a lizard. He's not gonna break out of his enclosure anytime soon. Now for an alligator. Let's use this spider. Let's put a big mouth on this little guy. Extend that body and add a long tail. Little legs that are strong enough to move that bulky body around. Cover this guy in scales and shading all over for the perfect alligator skin. And of course, a sharp set of chompers. This is the perfect swamp for an alligator. Scaly, legs together, long tail, big, massive chompers. That's an alligator if I've ever seen one. These guys hunt alone, but they tend to stay together. The only thing I'm truly concerned about is this guy getting out. Because no matter how big an alligator gets, these guys are quick. They can charge fast, roll over, and do a ton of damage. Let me drop this guy here just on the other side of the tree. Oh, they've both found him already. There's gonna be another charge here from another alligator. Bam, that's a second bite. And the husk goes down. Yup, I definitely want to be sure to test this glass all the way around this enclosure. An ocelot is a great mob to turn into a snow leopard. We'll take this jungle cat and reshape the body for our snowy mountain leopard. Snow leopards have some extra thick fur to keep warm. And we'll adjust those legs to look a little more cat-like. The coloring needs to be way more brown to blend in before we cover this cat in leopard spots all over. These guys are small, but they are extremely quick. They can move fast all the way through the mountains. But he's broken out of his enclosure. Here, take some meat. Oh no, the alligator is hunting. This zoo is not the safest place to be. Let's back you away from the alligator. Head on over this direction. No, oh boy, the husks have got out too. It looks like our snow leopard is gonna take care of those guys though, including Bob. Bob, you gotta stop getting out. All three husks are wiped out nearly instantaneously. You know what? I'm gonna keep this salmon on hand because you look a little dangerous. This bat will be our owl. We can get rid of those wings for now and work on making his body owl-shaped. A little more shaping for how all those feathers would sit. Add some feet and some claws. Time to bring back those wings. Now let's shade in all those feathers. Look at those huge owl eyes. Finally, something just a little bit more peaceful. A cute little owl. I know that Bob and the alligators and literally everything else has gotten out of all of my enclosures, and I'm sure that this owl is not going to be an exception, but this fella could follow us around wherever we want to go. Oh, wait, hold on a second. He's gone. Where did he go? Where did our owl go? I thought if I gave him freedom, he would stay loyal. Oh, wait a second. Oh my goodness, he dropped me meat. Raw chicken meat. I didn't ask for this, but I'm so sorry for the chicken that had to. Oh boy. Oh, there's another one. You know what? I'm gonna just keep you nearby, but that feels just a tad bit gruesome. Let's turn this sheep into a reindeer. Raise up that hat, add a snout and some floppy ears. Then we'll work on those iconic reindeer antlers. Some legs for leaping, add a splash of color, and then shade it up to finish up. The snow, the reindeer, they are here. I haven't seen one myself since Christmas. Actually, I don't think I saw one on Christmas either. Those antlers are immaculate. This is the feller that delivers my presents every single year? Oh, wait, hold on there, reindeer. Don't go too close to the fence. No! He's jumped out, and he's continuing to jump. Where is he headed? Through the forest, through the owl exhibit. This reindeer just wants to jump all the way from the sloth enclosure, headed towards the lizards. I guess these reindeer just want to explore a little bit. After all, I guess they only do Christmas. This moose room will be our moo bloom. Let's start out by recoloring this red into a sunshine yellow. That looks like an omelet. Now we'll add a couple bright sunflowers on top of its back. Now that is one colorful moo bloom. Sunflowers galore. Bang! There's a blue one too. Oh, wait, hold on a second. Another yellow one, another blue one, another yellow one, another purple one. These moo blooms are going crazy. Yellow, blue, purple, and red as well. These moo blooms come in all sorts of different shapes and sizes. Well, same shape, same size, just different colors. And the best part of all is that they spawn loads of flowers all around them. Oh my goodness gracious. This enclosure has become overgrown. And now even the moo blooms are getting out of their exhibit. I think I might just be running the worst zoo in the entire world. Let's turn this iron golem into a shroom golem. Let's give him a better mushroom color and start giving him a mushroom cap. Stack these blocks up and make them bright red. We'll add some roots and fungus all over it. Some white spots on that mushroom cap and a little shading with some eyes will bring this shroom golem to life. We are gonna need some big space for these guys because they are big with some big mushroom caps. This guy looks like he's wearing a sun hat over here. Let's see if we can trade him something more valuable for that mushroom hat. There's a brown mushroom. Give me something in return? Maybe? Oh, hey, wait a second. Come on now. Something better than that. More dirt. This stuff is useless. On top of all of that, my zoo doesn't have any visitors at all. The only thing it has is Bob that keeps breaking out. I remade mobs to be realistic in Minecraft. A real pig is heavy and is going to be ready to roll around in some mud. We need a larger, chunkier snout, and the pig ears are going to extend much higher for a solid floppy point. Add on some actual glutes. Tiny little tail curl. Now we need a hunk of a body, and a real pig definitely has kneecaps. And the split toes. Classic. Look at him! I don't think this pig should even be in Minecraft. He should be on a farm. Let's toss a few inside of this makeshift playpen. Let's all just play in the mud all together as a big happy family. Okay, what? Hey, leave me alone. I didn't even do anything.
Wait a second.
Did you guys just make mud? Slow your heinies for one moment. Ugh, that's disgusting. Realistic quality on the pig? I'm calling 9.5 out of 10. Looks amazing, smells disgusting, but for some reason it's turning against me, so you lose 0.5. I need to make something that could wrangle these boars in. This needs to look exactly like a human. Realistic facial features. I guess we'll include a unibrow as well. We'll bring in a solid muscular base and a realistic leg, then add some realistic skin tone to it with the most realistic sandals for a breezy foot. Oh, it's actually quite creepy. Why did I not give you any hair? This guy's actually holding onto a crossbow. Here's a couple friends. All you guys look the exact same, which is just a little bit creepy. You guys want to hunt these real pigs right here? This is the most realistic Minecraft hunt in history. Stop making mud and fight. I don't think these pigs are going to survive. Oh, the rams. They're actually turning the tides on these humans. This is what happens when you try to defeat nature. Oh, there he goes. This pig's trying to run for his life. Wait, he got one. The revenge was right away. Realistic villagers, definitely 7 out of 10. Proportions seem slightly off, but they've got real human behavior, especially the hunting part. But I know exactly what's gonna freak these guys out. Minecraft spiders aren't really as frightening as a real spider, so we'll make it bigger first, then add a super realistic, nasty spider sack. Now ahead with some actual fangs and some better dimensions on this 8-legged freak. Oh, and those red eyes. The size is so realistic, and the little tiny hairs. Swarm them! This is literally my worst nightmare happening right now. All of them are getting poisoned. They're taking on all 3 villagers at once. The knowledge it would take to coordinate this attack effort is immense. Spiders definitely 10 out of 10. This thing is small, poor outdated.
Creepy.
Maybe let's go with something a little less intimidating. The Minecraft snow golem is decent, but it's not amazing. Let's get rid of the bottom snowball and bring in a much bigger ball of snow. Then a real snowman hand is gonna look far more branch-like. And we're gonna have to keep this chilly boy warm. Let's add a scarf. One more snowball, the carrot for a nose, and a beautiful top hat. Nothing better than a desert for a snowman. Oh my gosh. Okay, I feel a little bit bad now. Definitely don't need that scarf. Oh no! He's starting to melt on the desert floor. That might be the most realistic thing ever. Stop. Don't move anywhere. Please go back on the snow this direction. Stay away from the wall. Stay away from the wall.
Stay away from the wall!
It's like looking at your snowman as the summer comes on. He's slowly melting in the front yard. No! Snow golem, 10 out of 10 for sure. The melting features, though they might be sad, definitely realistic.
Which means we're definitely gonna have to step it up a notch.
Let's turn this strider into a real-life water strider. Switch this leg into a big, long, lanky leg. Now, we can still use the head and pull out the start of what will be the body. Extend it across all the legs. Then we just need an authentic bug head to toss on. Look at those feelers. If this thing is gonna be 100% realistic, we should be able to spawn it on the water. Wait, he actually walks on the water too. Neat. Though he does kind of look a little bit like a lobster. What happens if I put a colony of these guys to hang out together? That's a lot of striders. Wait, are they staying together? They actually formed a pack. I think the only thing going poorly here is the size. The water strider is a small insect. The thing looks solid, but the size completely off. That said, it can actually walk on the water. Maybe 7 out of 10. Let's see if we can make something realistic that's completely new. Let's make the ghast a realistic, ghostly, fire-shooting squid. Take this body and build it bigger. Now, let's add a more squid-like color, but keep a lot of the ghostly features. And we can give it an all-seeing eye of ghastly doom. Make these tentacles just way longer and also far more realistic. Look at the body on this beast. Okay, 100% certain this ghast
Looks way more ghostly and intimidating than ever.
Look at that lazy eye to see out of. Hello, folks. Welcome to the hunting party. I want you to hunt that. Oh, but the ghast fires the ink blast. The problem for these villagers, though, is that they can't even actually see that guy, because technically speaking, it's a ghost. This ghast has got down every villager except for one. That might be the final smack. Realistic ghast, 5 out of 10. Dangerous and intimidating, but I don't think this thing actually exists. So let's make something ultra realistic. We can turn this creeper into this thing called a bombardier beetle because they actually shoot explosives. Tilt the body up, just drop the head right out of the way. We need a much larger body and the antenna bits, and then we can add the explosive sack. Authentic beetle legs, slide them on, boom! It's so realistic. Though, I have to be honest, I did take the liberties and maintain the authentic creeper back. And just grab something pretty beastly here. Now show us exactly how deadly you could be.
Please, Google, be right.
He's getting close, preparing the explosive. Watch it unfold, bang! Wait, hold on a second. What was that? He prepares the explosive in his back, turns around, farts, releases it, and launches that direction. Dude, I don't think that's how it works in real life. Probably smells disgusting. Nothing noticeable right away, but dude, you're about to be dead. Like that! The realistic creeper, 8 out of 10. But the whole mechanics, probably -2. 6 out of 10 it is. Let's get something a little more cozy. Now, a realistic sheep should look far more cozy. But first, let's just drop this leg and put on a real sheep's leg. And now, a whole ton of comfy sheep fur. And we can pretty much use the usual head, just texture it up slightly, and then just add on a far more authentic sheep snout. This thing looks like the coziest thing ever put to make it most realistic. Wait, you're getting real juicy. The wool is actually grown over the sheep's head right now, which I think is actually an issue that sheeps deal with.
Hold on there, buddy. I'm coming with some help.
Can I just shear you down? Wait, buddy, you're growing again. No. Stop that. No, wait. Hey, stop! What are you? I better cut this before you blow up Minecraft.
What happens?
If I place all the realistic sheep next to each other.
Oh, they're slowly getting bigger and bigger.
It's a massive wool pit.
A 100% authentic sheep with some insane wool growth. I'm gonna say 8 out of 10. But I think we could make something even more realistic. We can make a wandering trader a door-to-door salesman. One human skull with human skin. And of course, some more realistic nostrils.
Now we can beef up these arms.
And blow up his chest.
And then it just has to make sense with some more proportionate legs.
My goodness, look at him, already right on a mission. He says, I know where to go. I've been selling knives daily for years.
And he's actually knocking on the door.
Okay, you're breaking it. Please, don't do that.
No way! He left!
A new door? Okay, what about this door? Anybody in there? Hello?
He left again!
You've got to be the least persistent door-to-door salesman I've ever seen. What do you... Okay, don't... Come on. I didn't mean to jinx it. Don't bother me with your goods.
What do you got?
He's got a knife set. Man, I ain't got no money. I'm broke. All right, buddy. I'll grab you your 8 emeralds. You know what? 64 will do. There you go. I've got the knife set. Go ahead and try to sell to these other villagers. But oh, wait a second. Guess they don't like the door-to-door thing around here. The whole village is ganged up. Dude, run. No! Door-to-door salesman, 10 out of 10. But if you're gonna go door-to-door, probably wear some body armor. And I'll show you what happens if you don't.
For the skeleton, we could make an actual skeleton corpse. Drop this, replace it with an actual leg bone.
And this definitely looks like something you'd see at a doctor's office. Attach that there.
Let's stick on a much better arm as well that actually has all 10 fingers, and then a real human skull.
This might be way too realistic. Probably the best spot to place this guy down. This skeleton looks so realistic. We could probably just call him the Wandering Trader, our door-to-door salesman. Rest in peace, buddy. The skeleton is completely flat. But if you listen close, you could still hear.
We've been trying to contact you regarding your car's extended warranty.
The salesman is still trying to sell, even from the grave. Absolutely dedicated. The skeleton takes the cake. 100% dead, but his spirit lives on. 10 out of 10.
I remade every mob into rare mobs in Minecraft. Let's turn this Enderman into a dragon Enderman. First, we need to bulk up that body to make the form of our dragon. Throw on a tail, shape out the head from Enderman to dragon, and give him some dragon scales and glowing purple teeth.
Get ourselves somewhere secluded to throw this guy down, and we've got ourselves a dragon Enderman.
Look at the face on this guy.
And the spikes coming down the back with that massive tail. He looks like he's ready to just leap off of this platform. Let's grab ourselves a victim here, our husk. And that's what I'm talking about. This dragon Enderman goes towards the husk right now.
He shoots a fireball out. It's working just like the end dragon, teleports and then explodes him again. With that dragon fireball, the ground should be burning up, which means all of these husks are going to take damage at the same time. Another teleport and a blast. Bam, there's 3 more. There's only 1 left. Oh my goodness, this dragon Enderman is absolutely beefy.
Look at all of this rotten flesh left over. I'm gonna leave you on this disgusting island alone, buddy. I've got more important things to do.
We'll make this creeper into a diamond creeper. First, we'll stretch it up and give it some heavy stomping feet. Change that creeper texture to diamond and grow some diamond spines out of its back and body. Looking shiny and sharp.
Oh yes, as long as we don't tell anybody about this guy, we're gonna be rich. Diamonds protruding off of this creeper's shell. Or I don't know what to call this thing. All it does is look like I'm about to be wealthy. Maybe you could turn these husks to diamonds.
Let's see. Oh, he's gonna explode. Oh my gosh, the diamonds! The shrapnel! None of it turned anything to diamond. There it goes again. None of it.
Oh my gosh, it hit the husk though, and he went down with the swiftness. These shrapnels though, they're not turning any of the other blocks into diamonds. This selfish creeper's keeping all the diamond to himself. He's only using it for destructive behaviors, and he's not sharing that wealth with any of us.
This zombie can be upgraded into a toxic zombie. You think he's gross now? We're gonna cover him in putrid slime. Throw on a ton of these bumps oozing out of its face. Slump that head head so it can grow an extra one, and a third arm reaching out of its chest.
Just make sure this guy's secluded so things don't get horribly wrong on us.
Ooh, that is one disgusting looking zombie. The air has become toxic around him. 2 heads, one clearly growing out of the wrong spot. Kablam, 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 kablam. Oh my gosh, look at them. Instantly nearby the zombie. The zombie hasn't even attacked him yet, and they're already getting poisoned by the air. Oh my goodness, they all went down too. Woo, that air is toxic.
I better put a nose plug in before this next one.
Hey, wait, I just realized. I don't have a nose. This slime will be our rainbow slime. Of course, it's got to be all rainbow colors. And we'll have some extra slime just oozing out of the bottom. Now that looks like a slimy and squishy rainbow.
Now that is something to look at. Pleasing to the eyes. Something finally beautiful.
And it's nearly 3-in-1. The red and the blue slimes floating around the outside. Or maybe those are some sort of slimy powers. Let's place down a husk right here, buddy. Yep, walk towards that slime. Even the husk wants to touch it. Let's see what our slime does. Oh my gosh, what was that? Did that come from the slime? It did. A bomb? It sends the husk flying into the air?
Hold up one moment. There we go. There's 1, there's 2, there's 3.
And now it's red. Oh my goodness. It turned this entire spot into lava, and those husks definitely burned up.
Okay, put him back over here.
There's a blue one again. Boom, the husk's up and back down. And then a red one. Oh, there's lava. It missed 2 this time, though. Those guys actually got away. Oh, never mind. Not for long. That guy's going down. Turns out the cutest can also be the most dangerous. The rare version of a bee will be the queen bee. Build out that body with extra fuzzy stripes and a crown fit for a queen. A little color switch, and Her Majesty is ready.
Now we need a hive fit for a queen for this queen bee. Let's see if we can pop inside through the roof of this hive here. Bam! Oh my goodness.
Look how big it is.
Our queen bee, ooh, voluptuous.
Look at the purple.
It's shocking to me that these wings can even hold this queen bee up.
But of course, a queen bee has got to have loads of worker bees to support all of the endeavors inside of the beehive.
I wonder what'll happen if the queen bee senses a threat inside the hive. Well, let's put one right on top of one of these smaller hives.
Oh my goodness. Oh, there's the worker bees. They all came out and they're attacking the husk. Oh my goodness, that's a long fall. Bye-bye, buddy. They found the husk over on that side and down he goes. They've turned. The swarm has attacked them, knocking them off, and they fall to their death. Oh my gosh, this is not the hive that you want to invade. One of the rarest villagers you can find is a millionaire villager. If this guy's got money, he's gonna need a super fancy suit, a little bow tie, a gold monocle, and a really bad toupee. Give him some money bags, and he's looking super rich.
Now look at this rich villager.
Oh my goodness, hold up a second. Our buddy just tossed out a diamond chest plate. We got everything we could ever need, and Moneybags is walking around spreading emerald blocks throughout the world. Our diamond creeper didn't give us much at all, but this guy's giving us everything. And check out these enchants. Oh, wait a second. He's running from the husks. They're trying to chase down all those goods. Don't worry, I'll save you. Blah, blah. Moneybags is mine. Bam. I got you, Moneybags. You just keep dropping your goods all around. I'll be back for more. Let's turn this ghast into an elder ghast. This ghast is going to be ancient, so we'll cover it in tons of extra tentacles all over its body and give it a mouth full of extra teeth, toss on some color and extra eyes to make it into a proper elder ghast. This massive nether portal lays in front of this beautiful nether fortress for us to drop our elder ghast on his throne of lava. Bam! Ooh, this guy is bigger than I was anticipating. Look at those teeth! All of his colored eyes around with one massive red eye in the center. Ooh, look at those creepy tentacles down below too. This guy is triple the size. And with all of those eyes, check this out. This elder ghast can fire out so many tears all at once. It's impressive. Oh my word, the tears are running. Watch that. Ooh, Ooh, this nether fortress we might as well just call the Fortress of Destruction. This blaze will become our dark blaze. Take out all that fiery color and make it monochrome. We'll turn the head into a skeleton, and the blaze rods, we'll turn those into swords. Now that is a dark blaze. Look at these swords floating around too. It's making me dizzy staring at it. I mean, let's be real. That looks far more startling than a real blaze. Blam! Black fire all the way up the hillside, travels all the way to there. Everything in the pathway starts burning with the black fire of death as well. That fire maintains its burn. We can toss down husks in on top of it, and all of them catch fire instantaneously. Look at these husks, all of them going down. This dark blaze is extremely destructive. Let's turn this strider into a tall strider. Of course, to be tall, those legs need some length. Now we'll turn those hairs into flowing locks of lava. Look at that fiery mane. The hair coming off of this fella is crazy. I don't think there's any product that could clean that. This is the most disproportionate mob in Minecraft. We could get 4 or 5 or 6 different striders all standing around. Look at them. These legs are longer than me. Watch those legs move around. They're building up some motion. Boom, knocked back. Boom, they kick them so quick. These little guys, bam, kicked into the water. I mean, honestly, that's probably one of the more comfortable landings you could have had. That guy, too. Look what's going to happen to this husk. It's going to get kicked into a tree. Oh, my gosh. I hear one of those guys stomping towards me. I'm flying the other way. A wither skeleton can be our wither wraith. Let's give him some buff arms and then triple those heads. I usually recommend keeping a safe distance, but I like witnessing things up close. We've got a wither wraith, and unfortunately, this wither wraith has never done any abs whatsoever. He's walking on his arms right now. 3 heads on a wither wraith, though. We can put some of them to some good use. These heads gotta come off and toss towards some husks. Ooh, non-stop too. Oh, both of them went down straight away and the heads went back to the wither wraith. Look at these skulls. Bam, bam, bam. They're going through the ground right now. From all the way back there. Underwater. How would they even get to him? That is a strategy that I was not expecting to see out of this guy. All of these husks are absolutely done for. And we'll make the warden into an interdimensional warden. First, we'll switch up the colors, worsen up that posture, turn those antennae into bonsai trees growing out of its head. Stretch out that head and give him a huge, terrifying mouth. We definitely need an interdimensional prison for this interdimensional warden. That looks so creepy. You could see right through the middle of this guy. Of all the emotions, I would not describe the look on this guy as happy. In fact, I think I'll stand back here because I'd describe it as horribly, horribly unhappy. But there's testing to be had. He's using his fists first off to smack these husks around. I'm gonna have to already pull in a bunch more. Ooh, and there's the blast, the scream that leaves them stuck in place. Their guts are unfolding out of their innards onto the ground. Oh my golly. And the sonic boom travels around to any other husks nearby. And slowly, this interdimensional warden walks over and finishes what he started. If you find yourself confronting an interdimensional warden, you might want to just delete your game. I remade every mob into TNT in Minecraft. First, let's make some Enderman TNT. Let's start off by making it purple, cut it in half to give it his big old jaw. We gotta take the Enderman eyes, make them way angrier. Take some long, lanky arms. Let's splash that dark Enderman coat on there to finish it off. And this is perfect for the Enderman TNT. Boom! And look at him. Oh, he's teleporting already. This TNT exploded without any warning. It's teleporting all around, just like an Enderman. Look at it go. It did manage to keep most of the explosions consolidated in this area right here. There's a community of beings joining up here. Let's toss down this Enderman TNT. All right, bye-bye. Ooh, explosion there. Explosion, explosion. It's jumping around and going after the individual mobs. It looks like it's targeting husks, though, mainly. What'll happen if we toss down a couple of these Enderman TNT all over the place? There's like 8 of them jumping around now. Look at all those TNT explosions. A bunch of them exploded right here and actually dug a pretty deep hole down into the world. And every single piece of flesh that was sitting in this vicinity has been completely removed. Next, let's make some Evoker TNT. It should be black and gold to match his robes. His arms are crossed, so he won't be needing those. Take his nose. And finally, some angry green eyes to show he means business.
Let's find ourselves a beautiful mansion in a peaceful foresty area in order to lay down some Evoker TNT.
Ooh, wait a second. These guys stole my crafting tables.
Well, I've got something to say in return. Evoker TNT. Oh my word. Whoa, my gosh, that was fast.
Let's toss down another one right here. Watch this. Fangs instantly come out. Armor-piercing fangs.
What if I set it right on the doorstep to this mansion? There we go. Let's see what happens.
Oh my goodness, we've opened it up.
How about we toss a bunch of these guys down here? Take down this Evoker TNT right here. All right, there it is. Let's see what happens to these guys.
Woo! Oh my goodness, it was even bigger. I couldn't even see it. There's not a single one left right here. Look at that. What happens if we stack a bunch of cows right in here?
Then let's place this Evoker TNT, say right there, and watch this.
Boom! One massive fang is what it was. That came up right away. Basically ate all of that cow meat.
Well, I hope you guys make it, but I'm not feeling so good about it. Ooh, a bunch of fangs. 4 fangs that time. Took all those kids down. This Evoker TNT is pretty sharp.
We have a few monsters already, so let's make a chicken TNT. Coat it all in white feathers. This can be the beak, and we should take the chicken's waddle, the red thing. Let's dot those beady eyes. And finally, let's grant our boy some chicken wings.
Now this could get interesting. So I've got 2 testing sites laid out for this chicken TNT. All right, Mr. Cluckers, there you go. Looking smoky.
Wait a sec.
Oh, hold up. Oh, that's a big chicken. Oh, that's a very big chicken.
It's floating around. The chicken is flying. Wait. The chicken is laying explosive eggs? Look at these things. That yolk must be toxic.
Let's pop into our second testing site. All right, that looks good. Let's pop down a chicken, maybe 2, maybe 3. Look at these massive chickens. Bam! There's 1, there's 2, and there's 3. 3 absolutely massive chickens laying explosive eggs down on our little oxalotls. Ooh, poor guys.
Ooh, but 1 explosion doesn't do it. 2 explosions doesn't do it. There's not quite enough damage inside of an egg. But I guess 3 is enough.
And all of that left quite a big hole in that little testing arena there.
Let's go for a classic mob with some zombie TNT. We gotta paint our TNT that sickly zombie green. We'll paint the band blue like his shirt. Give him some sunken undead eyes. And what's a zombie without some grabby arms? We'll take those.
We've got ourselves a nice spooky arena for this zombie TNT. Place this tiny armed guy.
Watch it slowly spread. This green infection. It leaves nothing back behind itself, but it eats away at the world ever so slowly, continuously spreading out. All of the blocks disappearing. It covered this entire area. Let's place a bunch of villagers around this infected zone. Place him there. He's soaking. He's exploding. Watch. These villagers, they turn into zombies right around the TNT. They turn and start going after other villagers. Every single villager has become a zombie, and they're all burning up. Let's do the same thing, but put iron golems there first, and the villagers over on this side. Now, our zombie TNT right in between these iron golems. The iron golems, they get infected, and they start turning on the villagers, chasing down these guys over here. Oh, I recommend running if you can. I think the iron golems are going to get to them even before the infection spreads that far. Wouldn't want that to sneak up on you. We need something cute and cuddly. How's about some rabbit TNT? First, it needs to look like a fuzzy rabbit fur. We'll take that tiny twitching nose and take some floppy ears to add on top. Ooh, and we can't forget those sweet little eyes.
We've got ourselves a sort of rabbit shrine to test this thing out on. Let's put it down, say right here. It looks cute so far. Nice big little nose. Whoop, explosion.
Ooh, pop. Oh my gosh. Look at the blocks. The blocks are jumping around like rabbits, and then they explode when they hit the ground. Let's place a cow over here on that side and another cow over here on this side and a villager there. And these cows get closer to it. I don't know if I'd recommend that. I don't really know, though. Oh, my gosh. Look at the cows. The cows got launched up too. Ooh, and they definitely did not survive the fall back down. What if we had, say, like a 2x2 hole over here, and we just plopped about 100 different cows down in the center? I wonder if all of them are gonna fly up when this TNT goes off. There it goes, and there's all of the cows right there, and bam, they all land back on the ground. That was hilarious. One of the more peaceful looking testing sites, and now it's completely destroyed again. Time for another classic, the spooky, scary skeleton TNT. We'll take their signature weapon first, paint it pale as bones, make it a bit spookier. Even spookier. We should draw attention to those ribs, and finish it off with some eye holes. I have no idea what looks better, my testing site here or the skeleton TNT itself. We gotta place down this skeleton TNT. He's got the bow and arrow on the side. Ooh, the arrows came out and shot in every direction. An arrow landed there and there and there. What if we plop, 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 and fly up? Look at the arrows coming out. Oh my gosh, destroyed the entire bottom of this spot. What if we go over here to this village and toss a couple skeleton TNTs down? Oh my gosh, the villagers nuked the village, nuked the destruction. Beautiful. You know who needs some love? The pufferfish. Let's get to it. Let's paint the top and bottom pufferfish colors. Make the band ocean blue. With these eyes, it almost looks like a pufferfish already. But let's add on some spikes for good measure. We've got a beautiful water testing site for this pufferfish TNT. Wait a second. Those eyes on this TNT are looking at me a little lopsided.
Taking me out of 10.
Put you right there on top. Oh, look at the TNT. Ooh, it's puffing up. Oh my gosh, it puffed up fast. Look at it. Place. Oh, puff, puff, puff. Puff back down, disappear. It destroyed this whole reef in the water. Puffer fish expands out. Boom, boom, boom. Back down. Leaves a hole. What if we place down a bunch of villagers right here? What's gonna happen to these villagers? Whew, they get bounced all over. That villager got bounced all the way over to this spot here. Even right here, we could place another guy down. We could place the puffer down. There it is. It expands and bounces that guy over to here. Have you ever seen cows fly? Because you're about to. Puffer TNT. Boom! Cow sayonara all the way down. Ooh, but he landed in the water. A safe landing for a meat boy. All right, I want something crazy. So it's time for the Warden TNT. Let's paint it with Skulk. I want this thing to be strong. And let's take the Warden's feelers so it's triggered by sound. We'll also take that scary mouth for sonic boom attacks. Now it looks just like his head. Now this is a Warden TNT testing site. Maybe we'll start just slightly off-centered. Right over here. Place it down. Warden TNT ready and sends out the shockwaves of sound. If we take this whole spot and plant a Warden TNT across the center, boom, 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 shockwave destruction. How does a husk fare against a shockwave from the Warden? Woo! Oh my goodness, it targeted the husks. That was completely different. It traveled around. It's not stopping until every single one is nuked. All of them instantly get noticed, and then watch it travel around, taking each of them down. Oh my gosh, back up to these guys over here. They're definitely gonna get nuked. Oh my goodness, it's destroying all the blocks of the path as well. And let's start with a zombie TNT there. Maybe another one here, maybe another one here. Then we could plop down a couple puffer TNT as well. These villagers are gonna bounce all over. And let's also place down some Warden TNTs. Look at the Warden TNT go down. All of those mobs are already almost entirely gone. The Warden TNT is still seeking out the final remnants. All of the TNT together is one of the most destructive things I've ever seen in my entire creative life. I just built this entire school in Minecraft, but now I gotta fill all of these classes with students. First, we have to make the principal. Toss on a nice black shirt, give him some old white hair, and this intimidating mustache beard. Pop this off, zap on a classy white undershirt, red tie underneath, looking flashy. This is possibly the best dressed principal of all time. Big, beefy hands for beating students with. And boom, we've got ourselves our principal. You know, I didn't do so well in school, so
Don't get mad,
Listen here, Mr. Principal. I've got some students that need to attend to their education. I need you to approve them. Hey, don't turn away from me, teach.
Well, we only accept the most promising students to school in Minecraft.
Ooh, I know exactly who's gonna make it in. Now we're gonna remake this Enderman into the athletic student. Thicken up these biceps, under thighs. Of course, the athletic kid has to have the flashy varsity jacket. Man, I really always wanted one of those. Pair of shorts, total Chad haircut. Probably with the Old Spice hair product. Bright red Nike kicks. This guy is winning some championships. And this right here is the man who's gonna take us to the state championship. And on top of that, I have given our jock the power of throwing ender footballs at his opponent. Bang! Additional toss. Watch this. The speed build. Run. Ha-ha! He's so fast. But can you get into Minecraft school? Follow me. Excuse me, principal. Can my jock enter your school?
No.
Are you kidding me? It's okay, I can fix that. We're gonna remake the villager into the nerd. Shrink him down, keep the large nose, but let's give him some really large glasses, blue jeans, and a red shirt. Make him some overalls to hold up all of that knowledge. Then the Minecraft sword. He's probably got like 5,000 days in hardcore. Now a strap here and a strap here for this backpack that's gonna hold all of this completed homework. Unlike mine. This has got to be it. Ooh, careful for that sword, buddy. You're gonna cut your backpack right off, and all of your homework would fall to the floor. I got something right here you can take that sword out on. Watch this. He's doing it. Oh, look at that. He summoned them in. Oh my gosh, what do you have in there? Look, summoned. Bang. Knight's attack. Pow. Ooh, cow. You're never getting bullied ever. Come on. Hey, principal. Can the nerd student make it in?
No.
What? That doesn't even make any sense. All right, I got an idea. We're gonna remake this witch into an art student. Of course, the paintbrush is the most vital piece. Teeny tip dipped in paint. A trendy French beret. That's that top hat that the famous painters wear. Undress this witch. Solid white painter's shirt with blue stripes to hide any paint splatter. Super baggy denim jeans. And then maybe spill some blue paint all over those Crocs. Oh yes, a beautiful painter. Look at that delicious eyeshadow. But I came up with the perfect ability for a painter to make it into Minecraft school. The ability to bring in a paper mache cat that will scare away any mobs. Oh my gosh, run for my life. I'm so scared. Either we're getting in or we're gonna scare this principal out of his pants. I have crafted the perfect student, the most generous, smart, caring. Can the art student make it in? Don't turn away from me. Let this art student in.
No.
You cannot be serious. If the painter can't make it, we'll move to the other performing arts. Let's use this zombie and make the theater student. Black shirt, blue pants, but the theater kid is gonna stand out with a dramatic theater mask. Strap first. These masks are usually either happy or really sad. Give this one a smile. Grinning eye. Mysterious mask. These things are actually quite creepy. The painter did not make it, but our singer may. Okay, buddy, sing for me. Hey, wait, he actually sounds pretty good. He doesn't sound good at all. Sounds more like a screech. Goodness, what are you screaming at him? In that whole modeling process, I forgot about the vocal cords. Wait a second, where did he go? Hey, hold on, principal. Look, I know you didn't like the last art student, but I got a singer.
Eh? No, he sucks.
Okay, that was a little harsh. I got a trick up my sleeve, though. We're gonna remake the teacher's pet with an actual pet. Throw on some studious monocles, and then some wisdom whiskers around the side of his head. Dress him up just a bit with a nice red tie.
Full disclaimer, if you ever walk into your class and your teacher has a wolf, turn around right away.
Look at how cute he is. He did eat just a little bit too much kibble. But watch this. Huh? Don't tell me. He raises a question. Of course he does.
This is the kid that asks a question right when class is about to be out.
The worst part is, it's not even doing any damage. Oh well. Listen, even though you're not my favorite, I got a strong feeling this is gonna work out just fine. All right, principal. Look at how studious and cute he is. And he'll ask you all the questions you might need.
I hate useless questions.
Are you kidding me? We'll just punch our way in and remake this piglin into the school bully. Turn these husks into a massive nose ring, huge green mohawk, At least 5 gallons of hairspray go into that thing. Piercings left to right. Give him a muscle tee and make it supreme. Ripped blue jeans. This guy definitely looks like he's gonna be a rocker. But listen here, buddy. I gotta commission some muscle, all right? We're gonna fight our way into this school. You're not gonna give me my education? I'm gonna take it. Check this out. Bang. Ah, he just belly pumped him. Boom. Ah, one more whack. Boom! Well done. When I say go, you smack that principal upside the head. Just kidding, kids. We're gonna play nice. You listen here, principal. Let my new buddy in. Or I'm gonna have a belly bump ya. No way. That guy smells disgusting. What? Are you kidding me? He smells bad? We're gonna remake this wandering traitor into the distracted student who never gets any of his homework done. Update his shirt just slightly. Big wobbly eyes. And give him a crooked nose to make way for a big fat chunk of Hubba Bubba bubble gum. And this guy blew his bubbles way too big. He got gum spots all over his face. Bubble gum backpack and an extra stick of gum in his hand to share and distract the other students. I creatively named him Kid with Gum, cause look at him. Hold on a second. I forgot to put shoes on your feet. Don't step in any gum. Speaking of stepping in gum, check this out. He'll throw gum down, and when mobs step on it, they can't move anywhere. Now that I think about it, though, let's not do that too much when we're with the principal, all right? You've spit your gum out like 6 times. Oh, wait, he's spitting it out, picking it up, and eating it again. All right, now just keep the gum in your mouth. Let's go talk with the principal. I found you a kid who's... He does nothing. Get the kid with the gum, get in.
No.
What? There's only one more trick I got up my sleeves here. Our only hope is to remake this mushroom into the class clown. Of course, some super crazy clown hair, red clown nose, bright red clown lips. I'm becoming very afraid now. Okay, clown suit with the red puffy thing around the neck. White and red tights, buttons, and of course, we have got to have the massive, oversized red clown shoes. Gosh, he looks good. And I even added a party hat on top, because we're about to celebrate. Best of all, check this out. He is magnet. Ooh, wait a second. He's got no hair on the back. But even the bald can be funny. Watch this. Look at it. It's a whoopee cushion. Oh, no, you missed. Go. Come on. Oh, it popped on me! Or maybe I just tooted. Okay, listen here. I know it's a tad bit, out there, but, I mean, look at him. He's so funny. Can he get into the school?
No, no clowns allowed.
You have got to peek. Wait, what was that? What is that sound? There's gotta be somebody in here. Hold on a second. You! How in the world did you make it in? I haven't been able to get any kids admitted to this school. And if I can't get educated, nobody can. Class clown, geeky kid, kick his behind. That's what I'm talking about. The Knights spawned in, kicking absolute butt right now. Ooh, yep. Ooh, that's 2. Oh boy, that's 3. But the nerd comes back with another 3 spawned in. I don't think whoever this is can actually even get to the nerd. You might be the strongest one here. Oh no. But he still wins. Those whoopee cushions are useless. How about a little bit of Michelangelo up in here? Wait, on TNT? Oh my word. Things are getting feisty. That's it. Time for the big guns. This random kid. Good luck with your admission after your face is plastered all over this floor. Okay, get out of the way of the TNT, please. Everybody move. Run! No! Ooh, that was a close call. They got you cornered now, sucker. No way you make it. Oh, there's no escaping this. Oh gosh, the TNT blew him out of the corner. Now they're stuck down in... Oh no, the clown! It's just the performing arts class down there now. Guys, please sing like your life depends on it. Wait, they're actually gonna do it. Yes. Unfortunately, our jock is doing virtually nothing, but the nerd is carrying the victory. It's 1. That's what you get for rejecting my students. I remade every mob buff, and we're gonna see how many buff mobs it takes to beat the warden. First up, we're beefing up this Enderman with a free gym membership. Triceps, biceps, wrists. Pull this out for a massive chest muscle. Imagine this thing running towards you with these tiny little legs. Teach you how to squat properly. Those legs were looking a little thin. Not totally sure what workout builds those toe muscles. And make that 6-pack pop. Look at that big beefy boy. He looks like a transformer. Even his name tag, he's too tall. I think we just go straight to the warden because this buff Enderman looks like an absolute unit. Oh, the warden looks angry. All right, Mr. Buff Enderman, take him dead. No, don't. What is going on? Come on, turn around and throw another chunk at him. Please, you're getting absolutely clobbered right there. Nope, get out of here fast. Definitely one buff Enderman can't win, but I think I know just the solution. If we start strong, we might have a chance.
So let's beef up this beefy golem.
Absolute hunk of a left arm.
Blow this up.
Lunch capacity in there is immense. Let's have this iron golem skip leg day, though. I don't even know if these feet are gonna be able to hold this golem up. That is what I'm talking about. Bro, I don't know how you're gonna walk with them tiny toes.
This is guaranteed to go well.
Hey, whoa. All right, I guess we're ready to rock. Oh, okay, yep. The iron golem is using those massive biceps to throw what? Shockwaves through the earth. This actually could be magnificent. He has him pinned up against the woods. You can't go anywhere, Junior. But the warden isn't giving up yet. Oh my, how? Not a buff Enderman or a buff golem? That's okay, not to worry. Now we're gonna make this skeleton big boned. Bulky joints, then one extremely sturdy pelvis. And working out gives you a nice jawline, so chisel the bone line. Then we'll add some really chunky kneecaps and yank out those ankles just slightly. Boom, oh my, wait a second. There's no tummy in there. How in the world are you even consuming enough calories to support this muscle growth? I guess it's probably all milk, though. Now, I've hidden us from the warden because I'm feeling a little bit concerned, but I did find a Ravager here. Whoa! That is like a 50-pound arrow you're launching. Those big, bony bones did work out. You gotta be doing like 5 million damage per shot. Oh, look at how massive those arrows are. Finally, we got something promising, but nothing wrong with a little companionship. We're gonna make the most buff rabbit ever seen. Pull this torso up, build out a broad chest. Let's make this all chest muscle. And then these back muscles, stretch them all the way up onto the neck. And then some absurd rabbit abs.
Adjust these thick glutes.
And we'll just leave the head size the same because we're not making smart mobs. This thing looks ugly. Look at him hop around. There is no way you could take on the warden. Now, he might be buff, oddly so, but he still has some unique powers. The jump commences and pow! Where did that darn warden go? There he is. All right, bunny rabbit. There you go, Mr. Scallywag. Massive arrows and the bunny of doom. Wait, no. Oh, the rabbit! But the distance is being covered by the buff skeleton. Oh, he can smell you. I recommend running. Can the skeleton pick him off in time, please? The charge, the breath. I'm not feeling hopeful anymore. What was that? Oh, you're really in it now, buddy. Launch more arrows. The warden is really getting after it. Oh, no. That's okay. Now we're just gonna pack this creeper full of protein shakes. Toss this skull up so we can pour in pounds of gunpowder. One absolutely massive shoulder. Let's just be a little reasonable. This guy looks like a bowling pin. Foot muscles. Look at the TNT arm strap with the headband to match. Okay, big boy, you can for sure take down a Ravager, no doubt about it. With nuclear capabilities. Bam! The Ravager took the top side of the hill and he's trying to yeet our buff creeper back down to the ground. Beefy boy manages to take the upper hand again and wipe this Ravager off the face of the earth. Hey, bro, nice work, man. I'll let him hit the squat rack and be right back. Let's turn this chicken into a beast. Start with the weakest part of the chicken and tone it all the way up. Put on these bionic thighs. Pop this off. Then we're just gonna balloon up his entire body. And of course, make sure that this wing can actually hold the 5,000 pounds that we just added to this chicken. And just proportion out the back tail here for some aerodynamic movement. Oh my word, you ended up massive. And look at those wings. Flap like your life depends on it.
Because it will.
No doubt he can create a massive wind tunnel. Oh my word! What? It just flew him across this whole ravine. Look at this big bird fly. That is a lot of muscle to be taken down so gracefully. Here's a trap for you, Mr. Buff Bird. Boom! They all just got yeeted. That huge knockback is going to keep the warden away from all the other mobs. Just need a solid, deadly addition. Now for a bodybuilder drown. Blow him up like a pufferfish, and then let's put some back muscles on that are just absolutely righteous. And of course, we gotta have the clear hands to hold those dumbbells he's been curling. Rock, solid iron core. And then we'll just keep the drowned away from leg day as well and give him some teeny tiny toes. Look at that hunchback. Your head does not fit. Look at him walk. Watch this. Bang. Ah. Hey. Buff creeper, buff chicken, and buff drowned. Let's take him down. The tridents go in. The creeper is getting whacked. Come on, creeper. creeper fight back. Again, yeeted into the air. But he's still full charge. The warden to the creeper. The buffest mobs in Minecraft. This is it. Come on. This creeper's taking hit after hit. Oh, no, he goes down. That's not good. Oh, no, wait a second. The drowned may survive still. They've been able to put in a significant amount of damage. He looks ready to throw, but he's holding back his fury for some reason. Come on, release that trident, buddy. How much health does a warden have? These are the questions that need answering. The drowned managed to find a spot up on the hill, but it looks like the warden's gonna make it regardless. And this could be it for the drowned if he... No! Down goes the drowned. Can enough damage be done? The chicken managed to get some distance at first, and the ability is working nicely to maintain some distance, but will it last long is the question. No, it won't. This does not look good. You're getting yourself into a bit of a corner there. The warden will not let up. Kapow! Kapoo! Splazat! No! Even 3 buff mobs isn't enough to take down the warden.
We're gonna need something beefier. Let's make the
Beefiest cow ever.
Delete that, leaving just the udders.
What?
And extend this body all the way out. Let's get some solid definition on these legs. This guy's definitely starting to look like a bull. So let's just go all the way with some thick antlers.
The beefy boy has joined the game.
We basically just turned this cow into a bull. Ride the bull. Oh my gosh. What if we put 2 large mammals up against each other? Oh my gosh, the charge though. The Ravager can't keep up. Wrecked. These guys are all lining up in a perfect row. And blah! Yep, that's death and destruction right there. Now we just need something to creep in for the killing blow. But is it even possible to make a buff spider? Tilt the Spidey sack up. Then we'll just build it out so it holds like extra webbing. And we need spider abs. Boom. And buff spiders have to do 8 times the bicep curls for 8 times the arms. Oh, okay, yeah, that looks disgusting. Oh my gosh, dude, you are so creepy. This spider actually looks mega realistic. I mean, despite obviously the biceps. But look at that web pack, and the Spidey will use all those webs to leave a trail that locks mobs in place. Which actually means I think this guy right here is more of a team player. But if we can stick the warden to the ground, then we'll be able to send in the Fury to take him down. Get low and shake that booty down to the floor, says Buff Spidey. Wiggle, 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 wiggle. Munch, 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 munch. I think the only thing we need is a buff witch to pull this bodybuilding squad together. Dismember all these body parts, blow up the chest, and then the biceps, but we'll keep the classic witch crossed arms. And then we need some extra muscle down here to hold up this ridiculous upper body. Of course, we can't forget to put the green stripe back on. Dude, what? Check out this size difference. Proportions might be slightly unique. If we place down all these pillagers right here, instead of participating in the battle offensively, Mrs. Witch will instead throw down potions that heal some allies. She's like the personal trainer at the gym. Now, I just need you to step up that healing when we go after the warden, all right? Yes, right where I left you. Or I guess where you left the bodies. I've got all the buff mobs. Enderman, Iron Golem, you guys are up first. Do some damage. Oh, okay, they're going right at it. Wow, this is going on fast. Oh no, but the golem goes down way too fast. We might need to send him back up fast. That's 2. Skeleton, send the rabbit 2. Oh, let's just toss the creeper in there as well. You guys got this. Do one of those bouncing moves you do, rabbit. Creeper's tossing blows from over there. The distance is real. And Mr. Skeleton, oh no, the rabbit is gone. Do some damage, Mr. Creeper. Do some damage. How many years you been in the gym for? Let it be known. Oh boy, never mind. Oh please. Okay, chicken, buffed around. Buff cow, some witch for healing, and the Spidey. This has to be it. The whole squad is here. Oh, it's going down now. The cow has gone in with a fury. Mrs. Witch is yeeting the health all over, tossing some delights, and it worked. We actually did it! 10 buff mobs to beat a warden. I tamed every mob in Minecraft. Let's turn this iron golem into a lumber golem. We'll buff up that upper body, give him some beefy arms for swinging axes, a huge pair of axes, perfect for cutting down trees, and we'll finish him off with a classic lumberjack outfit. This should be perfect for our lumber golem.
That guy's looking beefy.
And those lumberjack legs are looking a little small, but double axes will probably make up for those tiny little legs. This lumberjack golem needs to be my companion, though. So I gotta see what he can do for me in case I need to build a log cabin or a fire or something like that. All right, Lumber Golem, get to work. Oh, double axes at the same time. He's chopping down this massive tree right here. And he instantly moves on to the next tree as well. If I had 20 different Lumberjack Golems, we would be able to chop down this forest in no time. All of the Lumberjack Golems get to work. They're working on the same tree, actually. It probably would be more efficient to work on different trees. We're gonna have to organize some sort of management structure. Seems like a whole lot of work. We'll make this creeper into a demolition creeper. Safety first. Let's give this guy a hard hat. And a bright orange safety vest is also a necessity. And don't forget to always wear the proper footwear to protect your creeper feet. Demolition creeper, hello to the construction manager. Let's place a few of these guys around the construction site here. All right, folks, it's time to get to work. I want all these ores cleared out as fast as possible. Excellent. You guys are working a little faster than I expected. All I've got to do is walk around and collect all the droppings. Actually, we might get to bedrock sooner than anticipated. This could go poorly if we're not careful. So far, it's a whole lot of cobblestone, though. You guys think we could find any diamond? Now that's more like it. There we go. We've got ourselves our first diamond. It definitely didn't take long, but it took a lot of destruction in order to get there. Let's teach this pig to fly. To take flight, this little pig will need some pretty big wings. We'll stretch out some of the joints here, plan out some feathers there. A little shaping and detailing will give this pig the perfect wings. Now that is a pig that I'm sure is capable of flying. Look at the wingspan on this guy. Now the test of truth, though, is can I actually hop on this guy? I can hop on this guy. I am flying on a pig right now. Oh my goodness. Yeah, oxygen's getting a little bit low up here. We're getting very, very, very elevated. And the world is disappearing behind me. This pig could probably fly forever. Well, just leave this guy down here in case I create anything I need to get away from permanently. Let's tame this gas by making it a gas cloud. We'll take this block shape and add some fluff to make it into a cloud. And we'll turn these tendrils blue to look like rain. Now it's ready to water some crops. That is one massive rain cloud. But I don't want it to be sad forever. Let's bring it over this little farm here and see if this rain cloud can rain on some of these crops. These crops haven't grown for me in years. Oh, the rain cloud actually is. Watch this. Positioning above the crops. They're growing right away. Look at it. Oh no, wait. The tears. They're coming out of the eyes. The rain cloud is crying. No, don't cry. We have a dinner. Well, you stay here and keep watering these crops. I'll be back shortly. This rabbit will become an Easter rabbit. First, we'll raise it up on 2 legs, give it a fancy little farmer's hat, make those little whiskers pop, a pair of overalls like a proper young Easter rabbit. We'll give him a basket on his back for carrying eggs and fill it with colorful Easter eggs all around. Look at this tiny little Easter rabbit. Ooh, but you probably just want carrots. I know Easter rabbits love carrots, or maybe not. I mean, I'll take my diamond back. Ooh, wait, it is a chocolate egg. Can I open it? Ooh, okay, I cannot open it. I can toss it. Unlimited explosive Easter eggs? This isn't the chocolate I remember as a kid. If we're not careful, we could destroy the entire world with these chocolates. I think I better keep these to myself. We'll make this wither skeleton into a wither wizard. Every wizard needs a cool set of magic robes. We'll give him some bright blue robes with a fancy yellow trim and a proper wizard staff looking like magic. It looks like our rain cloud has gone on to better pastures, so let's bring in our white wizard to defend the crops. I guess you probably do need something to defend against, huh? Oh, you spotted a skeleton, and the skeleton is going after the husks. Another skeleton. Our white wizard will follow us around and spawn unlimited skeletons to fight off hostile mobs. Ooh, that skeleton went down. Hey, wait, there's one getting in. Oh, could you at least knock him outside the walls? We don't want that flesh stinking up the garden. Well, even if it's stinky, I guess we won't have much trouble with the white wizard protecting everything. Let's turn this witch into an alchemist. She'll need a pair of goggles for safety, of course, some wild-looking hair, turn these faces into purple locks. They're ready to make some potions. We have got the perfect sneaky alchemist hut back here in the swamps. Ah, hello. Yes, there you are with your mighty long nose and extremely crazy hair. How does that happen? What is this? Oh, I picked it up. I touched it. A mega jump boost potion. What else you got? A mega speed potion. This alchemist might not be so bad after all. All right, don't mind if I do. Woohoo! Woohoo! I'm up above the trees. What about a mega speed potion? Whoa! I could jump all over the entire jungle. What about the mega health? Oh my goodness, my heart's unlimited. I'd love to stay here forever with the alchemist, but I've got a duty. More creations to make. This spider can be a knitting master for us. We'll prop that body into a comfy sitting position, arrange those legs in optimum knitting poses, give each a knitting needle, and this knitting spider is a master in her old age, so we'll need to give her a bun and some glasses to see all the little details of her work. Now, I'm not so sure how this is going to work out, but I imagine that the spider, having all of the webbing, should technically be able to knit me anything. But the only way to find out is perhaps drop some wool. Here's some wool for you. Knit with this. I don't think Granny wants to knit me anything. But if I try to get away, Granny just chases me down. Well, I guess I'll probably get a blanket eventually. Let's turn this wolf into a watchdog. We'll give it a recolor from wolf to Doberman, reshape the face a bit, make that tail a little stump. Look at those pointy ears. This dog is on the job. We've got a village overrun with husks. And we've got the watchdog, which is looking fairly simple so far. I just need to make sure this guy can clear this village away. And the watchdog instantly has identified all the threats inside the village. This husk over here. The watchdog has chased him into a wall. Watch, this husk is gonna run into the wall to try and get away from our watchdog. And unfortunately, the wall is not a great place to be. This watchdog will follow me around anywhere I go and chase off any dangerous mobs that I run by. Which means I guess I'm pretty safe to climb in here and just go to sleep for the day. Having a watchdog is pretty darn nice. Let's tame this Enderman and give him a job as an Ender portal. We'll need to make this long body into a more portal shape, a big box for the body to start, add in the portal, and we'll make it so it's got a door that can open and close. A literal Ender portal could perhaps be the best companion anybody could ask for in Minecraft. I mean, I think there's really just one way to see if this works. Here goes nothing. Ah! It's working! Right to the end! Wait, I still have some logs from our lumberjack friend. All right, or I could just go like this. And our Ender Dragon has been tamed as well, and we can jump on the saddle right here. And we're riding the Ender Dragon. Oh, and he's taking us for a journey into nothingness. This was probably a very, very, very bad idea. How